With the clock ticking towards the 2027 general election, questions linger over whether Kenya will manage to implement key electoral reforms in time. Among the major concerns is the lack of continuous voter registration. According to IEBC, the process has stalled due to lack of resources. The Commission says it requires between 1.5 to 2 billion shillings to resume the exercise.
Our registration officers have to be gazetted by the chairman or the commissioners. So we didn't have chairman or commissioners in place, so we couldn't. Two, during voter registration, there are matters that arise that need policy statements that can only be made by the plenary of commissioners. And because of lack of commissioners, we could not proceed. Concerns have also been raised about the integrity of the voter register. While IEBC insists the register is 98% clean, questions remain about whether it reflects the true number of eligible voters, especially in the diaspora. And we had envisioned that we'll actually come up with even a figure of about 2 million. Unfortunately, when we started with about 7 countries, mainly East Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, and Rwanda, it was a paltry of 5,000 voters. The two-thirds gender rule also remains a thorny issue. Stakeholders argue that the lack of political goodwill has made it almost impossible to implement. Persons with disabilities are also pushing for greater inclusion. Despite some progress, 21 counties still lack representation for PWDs in their assemblies, a clear violation of the law.
The Constitution requires progressive realization of the 5% of a person with disability to be included. But it is not interpreted in the electoral laws what that means. And
the cost of obtaining an ID card is another barrier to voter registration. Youth representatives have called on the government to lower the 1,000 fee required for ID replacement, arguing it disenfranchises many first-time voters. As Kenya inches closer to the 2027 election, the bigger question remains, will the reforms be implemented in time? David Kagina, K24, Nairobi.